So this week was about this new composition I made, which is a song of Olivier. The most interesting thing was that I really had to re-listen to myself. So it was about re-listening, which is a quite interesting occupation. I was searching for two different dimensions for this piece. On one side, something more defined, and I had the theme, so the theme was very clear and defined, and I played on the lower octave and on the higher octave. But on the other side, to go in the direction I'm trying to go, which is embracing imperfection, as I explained in the previous videos. I was searching for something more improvised, more alive. And so I began creating spontaneous ideas and improvisation, and I recorded them on Logic. This was interesting, but maybe the most interesting part was when I tried to re-listen to myself and to understand what was going on there in the music. I did it in my car or at home, and re-listening is something really strange, because you usually think that creating is doing something, but in music very often creating is listening, re-listening, and trying to get the idea, the emotional impact, and the intellectual and creative impact. So it was interesting. Then I've tried to put all together in a structure, like shape I drew on my diary, where the two different dimensions were together in kind of a dialogue. And I eventually recorded the song. I did three takes, and interestingly, it was like the same process. The first take was alive but not precise. The third one was very precise but not alive, and the one in the middle was the right one, and I recorded it, and I will let you listen to it next week. The next week my video will be, or maybe I will publish the video of the song during this week, so I can go on with another composition in this week. I'm very productive. I'm in the middle of many ideas, and I also worked on the map this week, the map of the island. So just to have an idea of what will be the next episode, and probably it will be the travel of this boy with the butterfly toward the city of Theknos. Anyway, it's interesting because, Anesh, which is the character of the story, had this guitar from his father, as I told. Probably, I don't remember, but I should have told it. Anyway, in my story, this was a gift of his father, and because he was not a luthier, but a carpenter, but also kind of a luthier. And so when he was 12, his father gave him this guitar, and he told him, you don't have to become someone, but just learn to listen to yourself. This was in my story, the phrase that the father told him. And it's magically something that happened to me in doing this composition, so it was quite interesting. That's it for this week. So next week I have to begin a new composition. Let's see. Ciao.